firefighters to improve their health and fitness. Heart attacks is the #1 leading cause of death of firefighters, and this will go a long way to preventing sudden onset cardiac arrest and any health issues. I'd like to introduce Mayor Ganim and then Senator Blumenthal. Without his help and without the mayor's endorsement and the mayor's help, this federal funding is extremely competitive for us to fight for, and without their help, we would not get these vital funds. Mayor Ganim.
Thanks. We have two city council members here too as well, Vanessa Smith and Anthony Paletta. I don't want to recognize them because they've been so supportive of every positive initiative in the city of Bridgeport over the past almost 2 years now, with funding challenges, even the ones that we talked about last night. We had a meeting last night. Things like this, I know the chief is emphatic about it, and so am I, make the difference in protecting firefighters and in saving lives in the city of Bridgeport. So my humble role is today standing here between our chief, with the officers, our veteran officers behind us, and our newest recruits behind me as well, is to thank our federal officials. That sounds like such a kind of generic term, so let me warm it up a little bit. Our good friend and senator, who's standing to my right, who's going to speak in a minute, Senator Blumenthal. And by the way, when I announce these names, you can give him a round of applause. Not here, but represented is his partner, so to speak, our other U.S. senator, and you can also give him a round of applause in abstention, Senator Murphy, who works hard as well. And equally as hard a worker in the congressional level is Congressman Himes, whose office is here as well, who works hard. So before I turn the microphone over to Senator Blumenthal, really it's about, to my left, our chief, our department, our veterans, and our rookie officers, if you will, or our younger, but our complete department. It's having the right equipment, as I just said, to protect them, but also to save lives. And so this is where the federal government can play and does play a critical role. These dollars are so scarce and at times competitive. And so when Bridgeport is able to stand here, thanks to the help and the leadership and the hard work of our federal delegation, and talk about having over $200,000 in federal dollars come here for this critical equipment, it's a big day in Bridgeport. You know, the citizens on the street, you know, all you do is, and it's all you should do. God forbid you're in a situation where you've got to dial those 3 numbers, 911. You're in a situation where there's a fire or there's smoke or you have a health situation. You don't care, nor should you, have to be burdened with caring about how our department responds. Do we have the right equipment? Are our officers properly trained? Are they healthy? And can they get there on time? And do they respond to your needs is really all you should have to care about. This is one of the things behind the scenes that we're talking about today that allows that to happen without a hitch. We have a great department with a great record of saving lives, with great response time, but without the proper equipment, without the funding from our leadership and our partners on a federal level, we wouldn't be able to have such a great record. So let's introduce again, I think through Senator Blumenthal, all of our Senator Murphy's offices and Congressman Himes, but really Senator Blumenthal for being here again in Bridgeport. Senator?
Thank you all. First and most important, let me just say thank you to the great men and women of the Bridgeport Fire Department. They are really courage and strength. Every one of you, I know, makes those sacrifices through your service every day, and the recruits have big shoes to fill, great examples to follow, leadership by example. So I am so admiring. And I've seen you at work. So what we're doing today really is giving you the resources so you can do your work better and safer. I want to thank my colleagues, Chris Murphy and Jim Hines, they couldn't be here today, but we're all a team. There's no one of us who does more than another in these kinds of grant programs, and we get it done because we work as a team. You know, there's an old saying, there's no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit for it. We're a small delegation, so we got to punch above our weight, and that means we got to work together as a team, just like you work together as a team. And there's nobody who works better as a team than you do. This is our second year in a row using the AFT program. You know, going for a third year, not giving up. You guys need even more. But this grant, these two grants have special importance. They are about safety and health. They're not about shiny new objects or new toys. They're about filling cylinders that enable you to breathe when you walk into burning buildings. It's that simple. In order to be safe, to breathe, literally, to have air, oxygen, when you go into burning buildings, you need those canisters filled. And this system enables you to have the breath of life that is so essential to your work so you can help save other people. And the training that the second grant will provide is about health. It's about better physical condition. Now, some of you look like you're in pretty good shape right now. The younger one. But we all need to stay in shape. And there are ways that hearts and lungs can be improved simply by training and working out and doing the right thing with your bodies and your mind. And that's what this training is going to enable 25 Bridgeport firefighters to do. They're going to come back and they're going to spread that word. And that's really important. So today we are investing. The key word here is investing. We're investing in equipment that will enable you to breathe when you are saving people in burning buildings, and we're investing in your physical health and your endurance so you can do that work as well as you do now. And I want to again thank the mayor, the city council of Bridgeport, because you're a team as well. And again, just thank you guys for all the great work you do.
Before the chief takes it back, behind the scenes, the Senate had a great line that says it's unlimited how much you can get accomplished if you don't care who gets the credit. So behind the scenes is our grants department. Selena, where is she? Where's the rest of your team?
Autumn's over there.
Bring them up here. Come on. They don't stand on this side too often. Bring them up here behind the scenes. So when the senator's office has got to push a grant application through, it's only going to be he can only do so much if we don't get him the application, if it's not filled out right, and if it's not in the right form. Come on a little closer. It's all right. I haven't really. Come on.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't let you get this close.
Yeah. Come on up, Tim. Senator Murphy's office is here too. Kaylee's here. So I want to just give them a round of applause. I know they don't want to stand in front of the microphone. You want to say a couple words? You sure? Give them a round of applause. And then last but not least, you can come over a little closer to the chief, because this department is an incredible department. Superlatives apply: the best, the bravest, the most committed, and I believe that. But a large part of any organization is leadership. And you know, one thing we didn't mention, and it wasn't because we didn't intend to, it's just assumed because we all know it. This department has great leadership all the way up through your ranks. But stopping certainly at the top of you is Chief Thode. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you.
I just wanted to wrap up. The mayor, as usual, is one step ahead of me. I wanted to pull a grants department in. They've been an absolute pleasure to work with and have really helped educate me in how we do these things. And without their guidance and advice along the way, we never would have been able to secure these funds. The other person I want to thank is Donna from the health department, who runs our firefighter physicals. When we applied for the fitness grant, One of the reasons that we got it was the spokesman from FEMA, from the federal government, said that we were a model agency in how we did our firefighter annual physicals in cooperation with the health department, and that is solely because of the efforts of Donna. And I really want to thank her. Which, by the way, Donna is working on getting her doctorate degree and is using this this grant and the physicals as part of her thesis. So I really want to thank Donna.
Want to say a couple words, Donna?
Hi, everybody. It's been my pleasure for the last 10 years to be the medical officer for the Bridgeport Fire Department. I truly love these guys, and I really want them to have the best health that they can have, and this grant is going to make a huge difference in our efforts to protect them from sudden cardiac death. Thank you so much.
Well, I don't know if there's any questions. Anything else you want to add? I want to acknowledge, you know, we talked about, the only reason I gave Chief Thode a compliment is because his son's here. You know, my son has spent a lot of time with me in interning and so on, so it's welcome to see him. And you do have a great dad and a great leader of our fire department. So I just hope you don't mind me acknowledging that as well. Any questions? Comments? Objections? Reservations? They're all, objections and reservations go to the center, compliments will come to the chief.